I feel like I've been a part of the first century church.
The Kairos experience feels really new, but it's also quite ancient. So we gather in homes, around food, with the Word, and with our own stories.
Praise, prayer, and proclamation. That's what we do.
Kairos is a place of comfort where we all live in the questions.
The part of our Kairos evening that kind of correlates with a sermon in a more traditional church setting, it's a dialogue.
We each have brought our own gifts, and as we open up scripture, we talk about it by our gifts.
The spirituality is more the theme rather than the additional piece. It's a more contemplative space.
Something that we may have read dozens of times, but this time reading it in this environment, it strikes us differently. And that can lead to some very interesting discussions.
We beautiful prayers, sometimes beautiful music, and certainly proclamation. And God is there in every word that everybody says.
I'm always of the belief that you don't just sit and talk about your faith. You have to go out and live your faith.
While we are a small group, because of our connection with the ELCA, it gives us opportunities for outreach.
We go down and bring a meal, and we stay and just be with them. And we hear their stories. And through their stories, we can see that they're just people like the rest of us. And when we have church on the Parkway and we're having communion with the homeless population there, and then when you go down to visit Philadelphia and you see somebody sleeping on a park bench, or you see somebody holed up in a corner, you look at them and you think, did I have communion with you?
From our very sheltered, middle class, comfortable lives to take us out of our comfort zones, I think there's great value in that.
So because we don't have a building and some of the traditional infrastructure, a house church can really be more sustainable, not just in terms of lower costs of operation, but in terms of how we spend our energy. We're free to spend our energy in service to each other and to the world.
If you felt hurt by a church, if you felt hurt because of all the things that you hear on the news, using the word Christian, how it has been hijacked to mean different things.
People who are more independent in their spirituality, for people who are tired of meetings and large groups and expectations for how they're going to participate to keep the larger functioning.
I've had a chance to come and heal. So this has been a healing place, as well as a chance to be challenged to grow.
For people who are deeply spiritual and they want to pause rather than add to, and to go inward, I think that that's the people that are searching for this kind of community.
God brings in who we need. And we hope that more people will want to try this.
Our journey has taken us places that I certainly never expected. I'm not sure anybody else expected it either. And I just can't wait to see what the Spirit might have in mind for the next phase of our journey together.